We've got Stugotz's weekend observations in 30 seconds. But, Chris, what is it that I overheard you yelling about, that someone jumped into the ocean and caught a fish with their hands?
Yeah, this is insane. Joachim Noah, his dad, who is a tennis player, Yannick Noah, won the French Open. He released a video where he's on a boat in the ocean, and all of a sudden you see him kind of setting up the video, and then he dives into the ocean, and less than 10 seconds later he comes up with a fish. Without any tools.
Is it alive?
The fish is alive. Now there is I'm a little skeptical because there is a slight cut in the video, so it appears this didn't happen as fast as the video makes you think, but he comes up with a fish alive in his bare hands.
He bit the fish.
That's what Mike was saying earlier.
No, he did.
Yeah,
That's insane.
It looks as though Yannick bites into the fish and spits out a chunk.
All right, put it on the poll, Antonio, please, before we get to Stugotz's weekend observations. Is it possible to jump into the ocean, catch a fish, and then bite a piece of it?
You remember that guy? One of the great clay court players of all time.
Wow, really? Flexing that muscle?
You guys dominated the red clay at Roland Garros more than Yannick Noah.
Listen to what we were talking about, and you took the single least interesting path possible. Time now for the rest of Stugotz's weekend observations.
It is time for Stugotz to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
I mean, he's no Gael Monfils. Slider man. Dan, it's been quite the roller coaster, but after winning 9 of 10 and getting themselves to within a game of 500, the New York Metropolitans are back. A tradition unlike any other. Josh Gordon applying for reinstatement. On Friday, I told you I was going to watch every episode of Peyton's Places on ESPN+. Today, I'm telling you, I was lying. I didn't watch it. I'll get around to it, though.
You were going to come back with a report on what...
I lost Chris Whittingham's username and password. Whitty. I got to text him again. Not sure what's worse. Nick Saban offering Zach Smith a job, or Urban Meyer begging him to stay. Renato Nunez has 7 more home runs than Bryce Harper. So does Mitch Garver. Who the hell is Mitch Garver? Someone tell me the team that Mitch Garver is on. I dare you.
Antonio, put it on the poll, please. Who the hell is Mitch Garver? Yes or no?
Fernando Tatis Jr. has 108 less at-bats and 1 more home run than Bryce Harper. Antonio Brown saw a foot specialist over the weekend. Apparently, he injured it after a lifetime of inserting it in his mouth. What happened there? The things John Gruden must be saying privately about Antonio Brown. Josh Gordon is the John Jones of the NFL. Since Brian Cashman was ripped for making no moves at the trade deadline, the Yankees have won 5 straight. Red Sox, meanwhile, have lost 8 straight. You know what that means, Dan?
That you can't read without it sounding that way?
Dan, do you know what it means?
What does it mean?
It means the Red Sox are in a free fall. Tom Brady signed an extension through 2021. I hate them. The definition of crazy is still closing on a house after finding out your neighbor is going to be John Gruden. Those of you trying to hop back on the bandwagon, I know who you are, and I will not allow it.
You're one of them!
What do you mean? What are you talking about? I mean, I hopped off on Friday. I'm back now. But I'm allowed. I created it. It's my bandwagon. Oh, my God. This definition of crazy is me. Baker Mayfield, shotgun to beer. Mike, you have a quarterback. John Wall wants to be a Wizard for life. Why? Headline, Landon Collins plans on having a lot of aggression when the Skins play the Giants. August. Also.
No, but he hates Gettleman.
But why is he planning on it?
He says he wants to thud Gettleman.
But he controls the outcome. Why is he planning on bringing aggression?
He's threatening violence upon Gettleman.
Okay. Is he worried his aggression will get stuck in traffic?
He's just planning on bringing it. He's not sure it's going to get there.
I know, but that's something you plan on bringing. You just bring it.
You don't ask permission.
Right. In general, I feel like Antonio Brown is day-to-day. Tom Brady's last 7 years have been better than Tom Brady's first 9 years. I hate them. Dan, I've started my preparations for the 2019 NFL season, and I'm telling you now, don't be surprised if the Carolina Panthers win the NFC South.
Hey,
Also,
attaboy.
don't be surprised if they don't.
There it is. Stugotz can say Stugotz is going to be able to say he was right about the Panthers either way.
Dan, the New York Giants have a chance to be a lot better than people think.
Oh, come on.
But they also might be exactly what people thought.
They don't have any wide receivers.
How about
Man,
that?
They're all hurt.
You're fence sitting on the Panthers and the Giants.
Haven't confirmed yet, but I'm hearing there was a Super Bowl-like celebration in the Steelers' locker room when they first heard John Gruden was losing patience with Antonio Brown. Burger Fi fried chicken sandwich. Better than Chick-fil-A. How about that?
Whoa.
Man,
How about
them's
that?
fighting words.
Oh, it's good, man. I mean, listen, I love Chick-fil-A, but the Burger Fi fried chicken sandwich was a new menu item. It's fantastic, Marty. It's good. Want me to get you one today?
I appreciate it.
He'll just say that he's going to and then won't.
My
Don't
loyalties
even
to
You're on to me.
Don't even
Chick-fil-A are vast and have great depth.
Quick update. Since he turned 34 years old and Dan announced he was done, Tom Brady has thrown for 35,770 yards, 256 touchdowns, just 68 interceptions,
So
a
unfair.
quarterback rating of 100,
So not
made
true.
5 Super Bowls, and won 3.
And he's
You
still
took
married
an
to Giselle.
You took an arbitrary date and said that that's the date I said he was done. It's so unfair what you just did to me.
Somewhere on the Raiders facility, there is a room where John Gruden, mother bleeps Antonio Brown, and Mike Mayock stands behind him, shaking his head in agreement. Bo Bichette, best name in Major League Baseball. Ed Reed spent more time on his barber than he did on the Jets. I hate them. Golick and Wingo are at Progressive Field more often than the Indians.
What is happening
They're
there?
home away from home.
What's happening there? Why?
I don't know. They're always there. Espresso that has that orange-like taste. Go to hell. Speaking of hell, Art Briles.
Jesus.
Dan, those are the weekend observations.